Hello students, in today's session let's understand the methods of contraception. Family planning can be achieved by two ways. One is spacing methods and the other is terminal methods. Coming to the spacing methods, in spacing methods sufficient age gap is maintained between children of a couple so that each child gets proper care and education, and the mother can also take care of her own health. Spacing can be achieved by various barrier methods like rhythm method, withdrawal method or coitus interruptus, pilling method, body temperature method, oral contraceptive pills, postcoital douche, chemical contraceptives, intrauterine devices, condoms, diaphragm and cap. The above listed methods fall under the broad category of time barriers, chemical barriers and mechanical barriers. To be very clear, rhythm method, withdrawal method or coitus interruptus, billing method, body temperature method are time barriers. Oral contraceptive pills, postcoital douche, chemical contraceptives are chemical barriers. IUDs, condoms, diaphragm and cap are mechanical barriers. Let us first discuss the time barrier methods of contraception. Number 1 is the rhythm method. This is a natural family planning strategy that women can use to help prevent pregnancy. It involves tracking the menstrual cycle, developing a better awareness of the body and using a non-pharmaceutical method to detect ovulation. It involves abstinence from intercourse during certain period of the menstrual cycle. Going by the theory, ovulation occurs on the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, but practically there is a wide variation due to a lot of factors like diet, psychological stress, hormonal imbalance, etc. Following these facts, ovulation can occur 3 or 4 days prior to the 14th day or 3 or 4 days after the 14th day. Moreover, after ovulation, the ovum can remain alive in the fallopian tube for 48 hours and the sperm for 48 hours in the female genital tract after intercourse. In view of the above facts, the period of abstinence from intercourse is from 10th day to 20th day of the menstrual cycle. This period of 11 days is known as unsafe period or danger period, when conception is likely to occur. The first 4 days of the menstrual cycle are characterized by bleeding, while the remaining period from 5th day to the 9th day, about 5 days, and from 21st day to 28th day, about 8 days, is referred to as safe period, when conception is unlikely to take place. Rhythm method is also known as Vatican roulette, since at one time it was the only method allowed by Roman Catholic Church. Factors like stress, diet, hormonal imbalance can introduce irregularity into the timings of ovulation. Thus, it is also unreliable. The second method is withdrawal method, also known as coitus interruption. It is practiced by men. Here the penis is immediately withdrawn before orgasm and ejaculation to prevent the entry of sperms into the vagina. It is extremely unreliable. The third method is Billings method. Here the woman observes her vaginal discharge on daily basis. There are subtle changes in texture, quantity and color which indicates when ovulation has happened. Sex is avoided for some days at that time. The next method is body temperature method. In this method, the female checks her body temperature around the time of ovulation. After ovulation, slight change in the body temperature indicates ovulation. Sex is avoided during this time. Now, let us discuss the chemical barrier methods of contraception. The first method is the oral contraceptive pills. In this method, pills containing synthetic hormones like estrogen and progestins are taken orally. It is taken every day continuously for a period of 21 days, starting from the 5th day of the menstrual cycle and ending on the 25th day of the cycle. The elevated levels of progesterone and estrogen in the blood suppress the production of FSH and LH from the pituitary that is normally responsible for growth and maturation of Graafian follicle and ovulation. Naturally, when there is no ovum, the question of fertilization does not occur. Side effects like nausea, headache, weight gain, increased tendency to develop blood clots, breast tenderness can occur. The second method is postcoital dose. It is a spermicidal solution that is used by the woman immediately after intercourse. This solution is released or flushed into the vagina, which kills the sperms and washes the semen from the vagina. The third method is chemical contraceptives. These include spermicidal jelly, creams, foams, tablets, etc. that has to be used by the females. These chemicals kill sperms that are deposited into the vagina during ejaculation. Chemical contraceptives also include the use of progestin, which is synthetic progesterone injected into the female body every 3 months. Progestin implant embedded in inert carrier under the female skin to release the hormone slowly and continuously. Progestin incorporated into a plastic ring that could be inserted into the vagina, hence called vaginal ring. It needs to be changed periodically. Contraceptive patch. The transdermal contraceptive patch is a safe, simple and affordable birth control method that can be stuck on the skin of the belly, upper arm, butt or back. A new patch is required every week for until 3 weeks, and it releases hormones that prevents pregnancy. Next, we will take a look at mechanical barriers for contraception. The first one is intrauterine devices. IUDs are variously shaped small objects made of flexible plastic or nylon or materials like stainless steel, copper, etc. They are introduced into the womb with the help of an insertion tube. They are provided with strings which allow removal and also check its position. It is inserted and left for a year or more. Since it is a foreign material in the womb, it creates a hostile environment for the sperms and also to fertilized eggs, preventing its implantation. It induces a local inflammatory reaction in the endometrium. Therefore, the endometrial and myometrial functions is disturbed by cellular and humoral immune inflammatory reaction. Intrauterine foreign bodies are known to interfere with reproduction in all species. The device may be in the form of zipper loop or copper T or T coil, etc. It is a reliable method of birth control and widely used. Some women may not feel comfortable by its presence in the womb, or it may get expelled. If poorly designed, it may also cause intrauterine infections, septic condition, and other problems. The next method is diaphragm and cap. Diaphragm is a cup-shaped or dome-shaped device made of thin rubber with flexible rubber ring. The cap is properly inserted and fitted into the vagina before intercourse. It covers the cervix and thus prevents the entry of sperms into the womb or uterus. The diaphragm is also smeared with spermicidal jelly. Cap is a diaphragm except that it is small, thimble shaped and fits over the cervix. Coming to the condoms. The condom or sheath is used by both men and women. In men, it is a thin rubber sheath rolled over the penis before intercourse. Ejaculation into vagina is prevented and semen is caught in the sheath. The female condom is a soft, loose fitting pouch with a ring on each end. One ring is inserted into the vagina to hold the female condom in place. The ring at the open end of the condom remains outside the vagina. The outer ring helps keep the condom in place and is also used for removal. These were some of the spacing methods of contraception we discussed. Now, let us understand some of the terminal methods. Under the terminal methods, it involves reversible termination of fertility by surgery. Hence, it is also called sterilization. It is achieved by tubectomy and vasectomy. They are most reliable methods. They can be done on men as well on women. When done on men, it is called vasectomy, and when done on women, it is called tubectomy. In vasectomy, the vas deferens of the male reproductive system on each side is cut and the ends are ligated in a minor surgical operation to prevent the movement of sperms and subsequent insemination into the vagina during sexual intercourse. The sperms produced do not reach urethra and are reabsorbed. In tubectomy, the fallopian tubes on each side is cut and the ends ligated to prevent the movement of ovum and subsequent fertilization by the sperm. This prevents the ovum from entering the fallopian tube. This is also known as tubal ligation. and done with a device called laparoscope and hence called laparoscopy. With this, I hope you all had a clear understanding of the basics of contraception techniques as well the merits and demerits of the same. Hope to see you again in the near future for another session. Until then, wishing you all the best. Thank you and goodbye.